Welcome back. It's 2018.
Yes, it's a brave new world.
And this is our first shooting of
Whisk
videos
Bowl.
in 2018 because we shot our New Year's one last week.
Yeah.
You don't look a day over.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I didn't make any.
I will make one for you.
Oh, go.
You resolve to be more generous.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
$2018.
2018, we're starting off with a budget whiskey. And I am bundled up because it's damn cold.
Well, outside.
So I'm not wearing my typical...
It's cold outside.
I'm not wearing my
It's
typical
down to
thing.
the 50s, guys.
I'm telling you,
It's
over the
cold.
next few episodes, I've changed my look
Have you?
for 2018. I don't know how... It may only last 4 episodes.
It's still black.
But no, it's not. Yeah. Just the outer layers. All right.
Were you wearing pink underoos?
Yes. How did you know?
Cutty Sark.
Cutty Sark
Because
is
bottom shelf matters.
one of the most popular blended scotches in the world.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I don't have my medallion on. I should probably
It's the
put it on.
spirit of adventure. It works well with the hoodie.
Yeah.
Just that
So,
that real look of an expert.
yeah. Going super
Man.
fancy. So
I haven't had whiskey in a whopping 36 hours. This for a budget blended thingy.
dynamic.
Yeah.
It's super floral and berry smelling.
It's more
and
vibrant than I was expecting on the nose.
It's really light and gentle. They don't do coloring to it. They
Yes.
just let it be.
It's pretty light.
It's Berry Brothers and Rudd, and this is named after the really famous ship called the Cutty Sark,
Now I've heard of this.
said to be one of the fastest boats of its era.
Okay, because we had a little conversation. Surely we've done this before. I've heard of Cutty Sark. The name is too familiar to me for us not to have had some kind of experience, but it's a famous ship or
Yeah,
something.
and we told a story. Well, actually, and this is also the basis of where the term the real McCoy came from.
Okay.
So way back, this showed up during Prohibition.
Floral and salt.
And there was a guy during Prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Captain William McCoy, and he would you would get a full ship full of rum and whiskey and all this other stuff, and then it would set itself outside international waters, and smaller boats would come from the mainland and load up and then head back and try to make it without getting busted by the Coast Guard. Right? And the guy's name, Captain, was so during that era, people were just butchering whiskeys. They were watering it down. They were putting anything to make it go farther.
Right.
And William McCoy is famous for, he was getting things like Cutty Sark in large quantities, and his whiskey was pure. He never doctored it up.
Yeah.
And so if you got something from William McCoy, it was quality.
Yeah.
Or it was what he received it as, right? And so that was one of the origins, of that's the real McCoy.
I promise you a whiskey name.
So the story goes.
I promise you a whiskey name is already called the real McCoy. So I get salt and floral and what is this other thing going on? Because this isn't a one-note whiskey.
No, it's really not. Now, it's a grain blend base, right?
You know what? I gotta tell you,
This is Invergordon and Northern Britain.
I like the nose.
Grain whiskey.
I like the nose better than the taste. The taste isn't bad for a
It
budget,
really isn't.
for a budget whiskey. Not bad.
I would be fine keeping this in the cupboard. They also have something like over 40 or 50 other single malts in this.
Really?
Glenrothes, Tamdu, Bunnahabhain, Glengoyne, Highland Park, Macallan, Macduff, Cuttergallachie, Glenfarclas.
Okay.
All of these are in here.
So it's all the scraps left over from.
Yeah, it's like our blend again,
Yeah.
only with less saliva. So there was a
So
rumor.
is the nose more interesting to you than the taste?
Absolutely. The taste is simple.
It's bordering
a little
one-dimensional. The nose is not one-dimensional. The taste is bordering one-dimensional.
It just tastes like grain bright whiskey with a little bit of honey in it. Yeah, it almost could taste like you added honey.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's pretty sweet.
It's perfectly fine. It's as vibrant as it is on the nose. It's actually tampered down a bit on the taste. Everything's kind of a little rounded and a little dull.
It doesn't vanish, and it's not that thin, but it's also not that dense.
Right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So
now there was a rumor about how he got Cutty Sark originally.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true. I researched a lot of this. It's written up in a couple of books, but there are other people who make no mention of it, and they've done actual biographies of Joseph Kennedy, the senior. Right?
Is this a budget black bottle?
Yeah.
All right, let's compare it to, because I know I like black bottle.
Oh yeah, me too.
I want to make sure I'm being fair. I want to compare it to something that.
So there was a rumor that Kennedy Sr. wanted to get in on the whiskey market during Prohibition.
Oh, already, man.
So much better.
The nose, as much as I like the nose on the Cutty Sark, it's just, it doesn't compare to the black bottle nose. Smell it.
Oh, yeah. That's way better.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually taste the ash, a little bit more of the smoke note.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is nothing compared to the original one, but this is even more friendly. But it's still more vibrant than the Cutty Sark.
Now, the smoke on this, we just did a smoke episode on Whiskey Biscuits. He pulls out, like, how many whiskeys? 6 different whiskeys. We shoot for 45 minutes.
Yeah, we did. You had to edit it down to 27. So the rumored story is that Joseph Kennedy goes to Ireland and says, hey, guys, I want to produce a whiskey for the American market. I know it's illegal right now,
yeah,
but we're just going to sit on it until it becomes illegal again.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I want you to produce it and ship it down to me,
right,
and then I'll just hold it until everything's okay and kosher.
Right, so whenever it becomes legal, we can hit the ground running.
Yeah.
I could have totally played this game, man.
Yeah, totally.
Say, no, keep making it. It's fine. We're not selling. That's where you get in trouble. That's where you get in trouble. If you sell the stuff. We're not doing that. We are stockpiling. So the inevitable day when people come to their senses, we will be ready to help.
That's right.
And give
out of
the
kindness of our
customer
heart
what they want. We're helping people.
And the Irish said, no, we can't do that. That's immoral. That's not cool. We can't be a part of that. It's shady. And so then he went to Scotland, and they're like, ah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sign us up.
So I actually got a warehouse already, but we can do more.
As a matter of fact, Cutty Sark was so much more quality than the crazy shit that was being sent around the U.S. illegally that within less than a decade, it had dominated the world whiskey market. Mm-hmm. And because Ireland wasn't really involved and had sort of closed its doors and gone insular, Scotch took over the world. It became one of the most widely drank whiskeys in the world. It was just blended Scotch. And that was one of the first things that put Scotch on the world map at a dominant level.
So, black bottle is one of the lightest entry levels into getting a bit of smoke. Mm-hmm. It's very light smoke. And after a few sips, I'm acclimated to it, and I can't even really pick out the smoke anymore.
Nope, me either.
The thing is, if you come fresh off the heels of something like a Cutty Sark, with not a trace of smoke, and then hit that black bottle, you do get that smoke again. Now, this isn't peaty smoke for me. This is what I imagine like char barrel smoke to be like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so subtle.
Jake Moore. Hey guys, just found out I passed all my classes and graduated from WVU this winter.
Congratulations, Jake Moore.
Well done, you. I preemptively bought myself a bottle of Highland Park 18. He was so confident. He just like...
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm just going to buy it.
He knew he was going to graduate.
And just cracked it with some friends at the graduation party. The rest of the night was a blur when we also drank some J.W. Blue.
There you go.
Jameson Gold and some Hennessy Master Distiller's Edition. When I came to the next morning, we had drank half the bottle. I was understandably distressed about this, and my friends were obviously master mooches. But all in all, the night was worth it. I'm just glad to be done with school.
Yes.
Keep up the great whiskey info, Daniel, and get Chad to stop editing Rex. You notice I keep going for the black bottle.
I know. I stayed up late sitting around a campfire because it's New Year's.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
You had a thing.
And today I just sort of rolled out of bed and came here.
Me too.
And so my whole beard smells like campfire. So every time I lift up my glass, I'm like, campfire. No, that can't be right. Dang it. It's skewing my whiskey results.
Yeah, Sean Derrick. Daniel, this past summer, as part of a bachelor party, I took a buddy to get the last of his stamps along the Bourbon Trail.
Nice.
There's stamps on the Bourbon Trail?
Well, it's like the little book. You get them all. You know, you've done your trip around the world.
Oh, that's
the Bourbon Trail, yeah.
That's a thing. Okay. During that trip, I rediscovered my love for whiskey. Since falling back into whiskey, I've discovered your and Rex's channel. My normal drink of choice is now Maker's Mark Larceny and Blanton's. While taking friends out to dinner last month, I decided to branch out from bourbon and figure I'd try Scotch. Ended up ordering Lagavulin, not knowing what it was. The first sip was interesting, and best described as licking an extinguished campfire log. Dude, you need some brimstone.
Yeah, give you perspective.
Yeah. At first, the taste caught me off guard, but by the end of the glass, it didn't really assault me as much. By the time I got home, I realized in hindsight it was a whiskey I finished easily and didn't really struggle with. Since then, I've tried several others, such as Glenlivet, much friendlier, Macallan, friendlier. Dalmore, lots of characters, still friendlier. And Monkey Shoulder, which is a beginner favorite. Out of all of these, Monkey Shoulder was the only one I would rebuy and still preferred the Lagavulin. Glenlivet was the worst to my palate. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
It was one of my beginner whiskeys, and I loved it still. I still love it. Based on this, which Scotch would you recommend that I try next and why? Please let Rex mooch your recommendation. Thanks for all your help.
Coolila 12. Because it's a classic.
Please let Rex mooch your recommendation.
Only because...
Why did you take my black bottle?
Because you're about to have Coolila 12.
It doesn't matter.
It's a direct hit.
I know. So this was for me, actually.
Coolila 12.
You know what? I keep not buying this.
Why?
Over like Lafroig or
I get that.
Lagavulin, but I need some in my home. Yeah, it's super good. I think I prefer Lafroig a little bit to this.
Yeah.
But
a little more aggressive.
It's damn good.
It's bright, pretty. By the way, if you like Lagavulin 16, this is the same amount of peat.
Okay.
That's Coolila 12. It's just Coolila has a different heart cut.
Yeah.
So
good stuff.
Anyway, I think we're good.
Cutty Sark.
Are we back in the groove?
And we actually turned the mic on and we hit record.
Yeah, as far as we know.
It's a brave new world for the Whiskey Vault.
Hey, we hit record.
Yes.
We were recording all of that. All right, here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
You fight me, you fight for a friend.
If you steal with me, you steal a lover's heart.
If you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.